Hoorah. Hoorah, hoorah. I think we're live. Live from the hotel in New Canton, PA. Hoorah. Yeah. We'll see if anyone actually joins, though. And we'll see how long we stay on for. And I don't know if audio is working or not. I don't know. I don't know if I can pull it up on my phone and see if it's working. I might be able to. I don't know. But if anyone's out there, I'll put a little video out. I'm going to take them down now because we're live. Well, I believe maybe till after the stream is over. But someone said Flatbed Rookie's on here. He said it's working. Cool. It's not the greatest. The lighting here sucks. These are nice hotel rooms, but there's no lighting in them. I only got my window and this little lamp right here. I got a lamp right beside me that kind of works, but not really. So, anyways, truck broke down. Who else is on here? Roman. I've been in the hotel since Sunday at like 1 o'clock. It's coming up out of Ohio, not up, I guess, down. Out of Ohio, out of Hubbard. I spent Saturday night in Hubbard. Woke up and I have my deliveries in Monongahela, which is like 13 miles up the road. It might be 20 miles up the road from here. And I was going to the Flying J up on 70s. Flying J is probably 13 miles from here up the road. So I was coming down 76 out of Ohio. I was going to come down over, jump on 70, right down here about a mile back, and head up. And coming up 70, my clutch went out of my truck. And I was sitting alongside 70. That was probably like at 10:30, 11 in the morning. 10:30, something like that. And they sent a wrecker out and towed me down to the wrecker guy, dropped me off the bottom hill, and I walked up to the hill and got the hotel. And I've been in here since Sunday around, like I said, about 1 o'clock. And yesterday I went down to Freightliner. How many miles is on my truck? 120,000 to 2023. I got it when I got the truck. I had 24,000 miles on it, basically brand new. I don't know if this truck's been in the shop twice. Once was for a sensor. I was down for 3 days up around Seattle. And this time, but I got the truck with 24,000 miles and they already replaced the transmission. The transmission went out of it within the first 24,000. And then I got it and put basically 90,000 on and the clutch went out. So anyways, so lost the clutch, come up here. Oh, I went to Freightliner. They called me yesterday morning and said the truck was going to be done. So they Ubered me up to Freightliner at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I was up there till 9 o'clock last night. 9 o'clock last night, they came out at Freightliner and said they had to order parts, and they told me to go back to the hotel. I go back to the hotel last night, go to bed, wake up this morning, call Outside Repair and ask them if there's any updates. They said, yep, there's an update. Freightliner said they had to order parts. Parts might be in today. If not in today, parts will be in tomorrow, and they got to put them on. I could be here till Saturday. I don't know how long it's going to be. But that's what we're doing. I found you on YouTube, at Video 55? Yeah, my truck's broke down. My truck's at the Freightliner dealership in New Stanton, PA. It's been in there since Monday. Yeah, I'm up to, I don't know what I'm 60? I think 59, 6. I can't remember what number I'm up to on the videos. I haven't checked in a while. I think one just came out yesterday or something like that. Let me check real quick. I got my cell phone. Number 60 just came out yesterday, delivering at USC in Los Angeles. So you was at 55, so I don't know how far you are from that, but that's where we're at. There's a little delay on my videos because I was in LA. Obviously, that video came out today. I'm not in LA. I was in LA 2 weekends ago. So that's the delay on the videos. I kind of set it up that way. So I would, so whenever I set up my videos, I went through orientation and I shot all them more. If you watch from the beginning, you go back, there's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos from orientation. And then I went 3 weeks with the trainer truck. And when I was at 3 weeks trainer truck, I shot maybe 3 or 4 videos. So I had like 6 or 7 videos by the time I got my truck. And I didn't start uploading them videos until my first week solo. So I wanted to have it to where I have a video come out about every 4 days. So what I basically backlog, took them 7, 8, whatever videos it was, 7, 8, 9 videos, and then started uploading them every 4 days, which gave me about a week and a half, a 2 week window. So my videos are coming out about 2 weeks behind where I'm at. So like I said, that video came out yesterday. It says I was in LA, but I'm in Pennsylvania right now. And I've been in Pennsylvania since Sunday. So let's see. Is Melton keeping you running with the truck? I'll try to read the comments. I'm not great at reading, but we'll go. Flatbed Rookie said, is Melton keeping you running when the truck isn't in the shop, thinking about coming back to OTR? I'm getting pretty good miles. I mean, I don't know if I'm running. I don't know if I'm getting pretty good miles. I haven't been laid over too much. Like most of the time I get unloaded, within an hour I got a load and I'm rolling. There hasn't been very much where I've been sitting. There'll be once in a while I'll sit for a day and then like go pick up, like a lot of that falls on like where I get unloaded on a Friday and I'll have a load, then I'll go pick up on Saturday. Stuff like that, like a preloaded trailer on Saturday at somewhere and then head back out, stuff like that. But I really haven't been, I don't know. I did an average. I sat down today because I've been out of the truck for like 5, 6 days. I sat down today and figured out my miles, and I've been in my own truck for 20 weeks. This is my 20th week that I've been solo in my own truck, and I'm averaging about 2,000 miles a week. So if that's an indication to give you an average of what I'm doing, about 2,000 miles a week. So that's what I got. I'll go back through and read the rest of these comments. I probably should have been reading from the beginning. If you go back to the beginning of the comments, Flatbed Rookie asked how many miles is on your truck, and I said right now it's like 120 and some change. I don't know exactly. I know it's like right at 120, and I got it with like 24. So I put about 90,000 on it or so. And stuff like that. So anyways, that's where we're at. And I was actually going to do this on, my plan was to do this on Wednesday night, but for whatever reason, YouTube wouldn't let me do a live stream. So I had everything set up like I had it today and went to go live on Wednesday night. And it said it had to be verified or something to take like 24 hours to get verified. So I couldn't do it Wednesday, or not Wednesday night, Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday night. Because today is what, Thursday? Yeah, I think it's Tuesday night. I was going to do it. So, yeah, clutch ran out of my truck. And, yeah, it sucked. I went up yesterday. Like I said, I went to the Freightliner yesterday. Them guys up there are slow, man. They have no desire to get anything done fast. Slow, man. They definitely get paid by the hour. I would not be surprised if I'm still sitting here Saturday or Sunday waiting on my truck. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. It really wouldn't. So, anyways, I imagine all you guys watch my videos. Is there anything you guys want to see? Anything different than what I'm shooting? Because to me, that's starting to get stale because there's just a lot of me sitting in the driver's seat like right now and just talking. There's not a lot of actual like trucking stuff. I'm trying to get that better. Trying to add more stuff of me out there actually strapping tarp and stuff like that. But it's not easy to do with my setup because all I got is my cell phone, and I don't really got a tripod. I don't really got any kind of camera mounts or any way to do that. So basically, just me holding the camera. I'm trying to work on getting other stuff to where I can get more videos of actual like strapping, tarp, and stuff like that. To try to make it more interesting. I'm also trying to get a some kind of dash cam so I can get footage out the front of the windshield. So whenever I'm driving, I can take that video from out the windshield and actually put it into my videos and stuff. So I don't know. Flatbed Rookie said, last time I was with Melton, I had the Kenworth T680, and it took them 7 days to replace one sensor, and it was originally told 4 days. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, it took them 3 days to replace a sensor on my truck. When it broke down the first time, I was up in Seattle, and literally it was because I went out and outside repair said, go out and take the sensor out, and sometimes the sensor gets dirty, and blow the sensor out and put the sensor back in. And basically, it was a twist. You went like this, twisted it like half a twist, and it popped out. I blew it out, popped it back in like that. It didn't do anything. It didn't fix it. But basically, if you go back to the pigtail, it was basically a clip. You pulled a clip out and then pulled another clip up and it unplugged, twisted it out. And that was it. It was literally a 5-minute job. 3 days in the shop to get that fixed. Three days at Freightliner just to change that sensor. When I was up in Seattle, they took it into the shop on Monday. I didn't get the truck back. Well, 2.5 days, I guess. I got the truck back Wednesday afternoon. 2.5 days to put a sensor in that would have took 5 minutes. And this is a clutch, which a clutch is a lot more. They have to rip the transmission completely out. Transmission doesn't come the whole way down to do that. But yeah, the dealership apparently ain't in no hurry to get stuff done. So, okay, my adventures. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what your name is. Oh man, I don't remember what. Anyways, he's got the YouTube. He used to have the YouTube channel called Stepped In It Trucking. I got my new truck with a 54 miles or 54,000. On my third load, my truck broke down. Sat in Nebraska for 5 days. A week later, the truck broke down, and it was the same issue. Yeah, breakdown sucks. I think that's. I remember watching that video. That's where that kept breaking that hose when you turn the steering wheel so far that hose would break and put antifreeze over the ground and everything. I think that's the one. I don't know if that's the one you was talking about. I remember watching that one. But when are you coming? You said the other day you got approved to come back to work. So when's your return to work date? Chris, that's right. I'm not good with names anyways. I'll probably forget it by the time this live stream's over. I don't know. Tuesday of next week. The second Tuesday of next week or just Tuesday next week? That's cool. Did they give your truck away? You're getting the same truck you had. You don't know. You'll just go find out when you get there. $54. I like my Freightliner though. You know, a lot of people say they like the Kenworths, and my trainer truck was a Kenworth. And it wasn't bad. I mean, I was with a million miler. My trainer was a million milers. He had a different colored truck, and I swear them trainer trucks aren't governed at 67. I don't know what they're governed at, but man, it seemed like that thing went a lot faster than 67. There was a few times I know I had it up in the 70s going, and I was like, ain't no way this thing's governed at 67. But maybe it was. I don't know. So you're gonna get another truck. Well, hopefully it's. Do you care what you get? Do you care if you get a Freightliner or a Kenworth? It doesn't matter to you. It didn't matter to me what I got, but I kind of wanted the Freightliner. I don't know why I wanted the Freightliner. In my head, I thought there'd be more room in a Freightliner. I don't know that there is more room in a Freightliner than the Kenworth. So I think if there is, it ain't much. But I like the Freightliner. I like the Freightliner I got. It's a pretty cool truck. You want a Kenworth, you'll be getting a Freightliner because you want a Kenworth. Now they'll probably give you a Kenworth. You've been there like what, 5+ years? You've been there for a while, haven't you? So, I don't know. Been there 4 years. Ain't bad. Yeah, I think today is today the 24th. Yeah, today's the it's my 5th month. The beginning of my 5th month. Beginning of my 5th month. I got my truck March 24th. So March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, like 5 months. I don't know if you've seen that comment, Chris, but Flatbed Rookie asked, are they going to make you do orientation again since you've been gone so long? I would think not. I don't see why I don't see why he would have to go through orientation again, but I don't know. He ain't been going that long, I don't think. 3 months? Has it been 3 months? I don't know. I wouldn't think you'd have to do orientation again. But I don't know. So anyways, where are you guys at? Like anyone in the comment section driving from Melton? Flatbed Rookie, you drive from Melton, don't you? I know my Adventures does. Chris does, but he's not driving right now. So, yeah, he said no, they're not going to make him do orientation. Oh, Flatbed Rookie used to drive from Melton. Who are you driving for now? Or are you not driving at all? Coming back Monday, like 3 days from today? Like this Monday, the end of the weekend? So why'd you quit, or where'd you go when you quit? Did you go to another driving company, or just like kind of walk away and do something else for a little bit? Who else was on here? I thought someone else was on here. That let me see here. There's Mr. O. You still on here, Mr. O? And then K Roman. I don't know if you guys are on here or not. Even if you're not driving from Melton, where you guys at? If you're in trucks tonight, like what state? I was supposed to be on home time. John, well, I'm going to say this name wrong. I'm going to screw up this name, but John Border. Yeah, that's probably not right. I'm not good with names. Currently enjoying my home time a bit too much. I'm kind of dreading going back this Sunday. So, anyways, I picked this load up I was in California. You'll see the video. It's a good one. The California video. I was in California, picked up a load in California, coming to basically Chicago, Wheaton, Illinois. Got in Wheaton, Illinois. Picked up this load coming to Monongahela. Delivered in Monongahela, right up the road, less than 20 miles from here when it broke down. Whenever I got that delivered, I was supposed to deliver on Monday. And my home time was supposed to start today, Thursday. So I was going to make that delivery on Monday. Then they were probably going to get me another load. And I was probably going to go, who knows where I went. But, I'd have stayed around this area and been heading home yesterday or be home right now. So I'm supposed to be on home time right now, but I'm sitting in a hotel until my truck's fixed. I just talked to my DM this morning, and she said if I needed to get home for any reason, they'd get me a car. And I was like, I'm fine. I don't need to get home for anything. I just wanted to make sure they're going to move my home time back, making sure it's not starting today that I'm sitting in a hotel and my home time's burning up while I'm sitting in a hotel, because that would suck. And she was like, no, she says they'll wait till you get home to start it. So if we got to move it back a day or two, I'm like, yep, that's fine. I'll do that. So I'm not quite on home time yet, but once my truck gets fixed, I'm dead heading home. I'm 100 miles from the house. which really sucks. I'm sitting in a hotel 100 miles from the house. You know what I mean? I've been sitting here since Sunday, and I'm really close. But Flatbed Rookie said, took a local position to get family things situated. Everything good now, so back to OTR. Okay, cool. Johnny, boy, I'm messing up your name big time. Borador? Barador? I'm sorry. He's in New York. Flatbed Rookies, Dallas, Texas. And then Tuesday, Chris from My Adventures or Stepped in at Trucking is what I'm from. I'll be in Tulsa Tuesday next week as well. And I will not be in Tulsa anytime soon. Right. I mean, I guess I could be in Tulsa if I come home time, but nothing like that. Anything else? Not a whole lot going on. Just hanging out in a hotel. The sucky thing about this place is I'm in Newstamp here. There's nothing to do, man. They got like 2 or 3 restaurants. They got 2 gas stations, and that's it. They got a Wendy's, a Bob Evans. There's a Dollar General. This is all within walking distance because I don't have. And I guess I could Uber a car, but I'm not Ubering anywhere. Like if you could walk, like I've had stuff in walking distance you could do, but there's nothing to do. It's a Sheetz, a little. I don't know what the name of the gas station. Another little convenience store gas station. Bob Evans, a Wendy's. There's a Dollar General across the interstate. You got to cross the interstate to get that. There's a Cracker Barrel across the interstate. Anything else? Boy, I think that's it. And then like 5 or 6 hotels. And that's it. There is nothing to do here. Nothing to do at all. Flatbed Rookie. I will have to do a week of orientation, is what they said. Get my drug test, new medical card, all that good stuff. Then get a truck following Monday, I believe. So you're not going to go with the trainer, Flatbed Rookie? I would assume probably not. Where in PA am I? I'm in New Stanton, PA, which is southeast of Pittsburgh, or maybe just south of Pittsburgh. Right up, not far from the Ohio line. If you're on 70 going towards Ohio, it's like Smithton area and stuff like that. From Texas. Warren Mills is from Texas. Are you in a truck, Warren, in Texas? Or you drive for Melton, you drive for someone else, you just join in just to join? Flatbed Rookie, no trainer since I have experience. Flatbed Rookie, how long did you work for Melton before you quit? Did you have like a year or so in, or it was like 6 months? How long was you at Melton? A year, okay. And I think you did say you was gone for a couple months, something like that. I'm actually surprised. I'm not really surprised, but I'm kind of surprised of how many people showed up. It was a pretty good live stream for the first time. I'm really not having much of a heads up that it was going to happen. I guess I made them 2 videos. I didn't get a lot of views though. So, Warren Mills driving for Maverick. How's Maverick? Do you like it over there, Maverick? Awesome. That was one of my choices before. I mean, I was looking whenever I wanted to get back into flatbed, and there was a couple companies that I had in mind to go to, and Maverick was top of the list. Melton wasn't even on my radar, to be honest with you. When I first started looking in, I knew TMC was out. I was not going to TMC. I don't know what it is about TMC. Every time I talk about TMC, I just get a feeling about that I don't know. There was something about TMC, and they weren't even a consideration. I was like, I'm not going to TMC. I will not go to TMC. Hit the like button. It helps the channel. Yeah, hit the like button. That's what I forgot to tell you. Hit the like button. So whenever I wanted to get back into flatbed. So those of you who don't know, I used to drive flatbed back in the early 2000s. I ran for Boyd Brothers running flatbeds. Boyd Brothers is a small, maybe a medium-sized flatbed company based out of Birmingham, Alabama. And they got a terminal up in Cincinnati. They might have another terminal somewhere. I can't remember. And I drove for Boyd Brothers, and this was back 2010, 2007, 2010-ish, that 3-year area there. And then I got out of trucking altogether and just did something else. So when I wanted to get back into trucking, of course, I called Boyd Brothers, the first one I called, and they were like, my first time with flatbed. Warren Mills said his first time with flatbed. So I called up Boyd Brothers, and obviously I haven't been driving tractor trailer in the last, from 2010 to 2023. What is that, 13 years? You know, I was driving a CDL vehicle. I was driving a bucket truck for a tree trimming company, but it wasn't tractor trailer. And they said I needed tractor trailer experience. So I was driving a Class A, but it wasn't tractor trailer. So they wasn't going to hire me. They said I needed to get experience. I was like, whatever. So then I started looking at other flatbed companies, and obviously I went Maverick. TMC was out. I had nothing to do with TMC. Don't want nothing to do with TMC. Looked at Montgomery. I don't know where they're out of, Montgomery. I'm trying to think of the other flatbeds, because I definitely wanted to do flatbed. I didn't want to do van. I'm not doing van. So Maverick was one. Montgomery was one. McElroy, I don't know. I figured if they would hire me and I could get 6 months, I would go there. And then there was another one. I can't remember what the other one was. Another flatbed company. But anyways, this was back before I was making videos, but I was driving truck trailer. And Chris from Stepped In at Trucking, or My Adventures, I think he changed his channel to now. He got on one of my videos and said, if you got a Class A CDL, Melton will hire you. And I thought, they ain't going to hire me. So I haven't driven a tractor trailer in over 10 years. I said, there is no way they're going to hire me. So I was like, they ain't going to hire me. I ain't even going to waste my time, because they're a big company. You know, I know how this works with the big companies and whatnot. So I was like, I ain't even going to waste my time. So I talked to a couple of other companies. I talked to Maverick, and I think Maverick is going to hire me. And I was like, I'll probably go to Maverick. And I was like, you know something? Let me just fill the application out for Melton. What the hell? I'll just fill it out for Melton, see what happens. And I filled the application out, and one of the recruiters called me within a couple of days. And we started talking, and I was like, listen, I'm telling you right now up front, I've not driven a tractor trailer in like 13 years. I'm driving a Class A bucket. I'm not trying to pull one over on anybody. I don't want you to think that I've been out here driving tractor trailer, because I got Class A experience. Been driving this thing for 5-6 years, but it's not tractor trailer. She's like, it don't matter. We can put you with a trainer and all this stuff. And I was like, you're really going to hire me? Like, yeah, we'll hire you. I was like, holy freak. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So that from the time I first talked to a recruiter till I actually set up orientation was probably like a month, because I talked to the recruiter. I think I talked to her 2 times maybe. And I had to make another call and do like a verification call or something, I think they call it. And I talked to her. And every time I talked to him, I would tell each person, I'm like, listen, I haven't driven a tractor trailer in like 13 years. I've been driving this bucket truck. I want you to know that I don't want to get the orientation and be like, oh, you don't have no tractor trailer experience. We can't hire you. I don't want to get the boy down to Tulsa and be sent home first day because I don't have no tractor trailer experience in the last 3 years or whatever it was. And every time I said that, they're like, that's fine. You're good. You're good. Like, okay. And end up setting up orientation, and away we went. But I was surprised. I never thought that I would work for Melton, and I never thought Melton would actually hire me. So, flatbed rookie. How long do I stay out? I'm staying out 30 to 35 days at a time right now. I think this is this one's 30. I think this was 30 days. 30 days, I think. Yeah, I'm usually out 30, 35 days. Because what I try to do is I'm trying to stay out long enough to where I can get like 5 to 6 days of home time. So if I stay out 4 weeks, I'm only getting 5. I get 5 days. If I stay out 5 weeks, then I get 6 days. So I try to stay out between 4 and 5 weeks so I can get as much home time. Flatbed rookie. So you're planning to be with Melton for a while then? I don't see where else I would go. I mean, I like everything about Melton. Melton's a really good company. They got really good equipment. They keep their equipment upgraded. Anytime you need to repair, they don't bitch. They don't complain about. If I call in and say, "Hey, I need a tire," go take it to the shop, and put a tire in. If I need something, like I've been with companies before to where if I called in as a problem, they would, "Oh, I can't fix that. We ain't got money to do that. Just run it like the way it is, or we'll get it fixed later. We'll fix it next week." You know what I mean? I've been with them companies that don't want to fix stuff and you know what I mean? This company, they got good equipment. They keep their stuff. They try to keep their stuff as maintained as possible. Is the feeling I get. Every time I call in outside repair, there's not a problem. It's like, hey, I need this, I need that. Hey, take it to the Lowe's, take it to the Boss shop. If you're in the Tulsa area, bring it into the shop. We'll fix it. You know what I mean? It's not. No one ever complains about, oh, damn it, we can't afford to put this on, or we can't. It seems to me like they want to keep their equipment upgraded or up to date or whatever you want to call it. And everybody I've talked to people in safety, my DM, people at outside repair, everybody's cool. Like I haven't had a problem with anybody so far. Everybody I ran into, other drivers, I mean, it's to me, this is a top-notch company. And for now, I'm here. I don't see where I'm going. Like I've always said, if I'm with a company and they don't give me a reason to leave, I'm not going anywhere. And they haven't given me a reason to leave yet. So Chris from My Adventure says, Melton has been great to me, even during my time out sitting at home. I have a great DM as well. I'm in Fleet 19. Yeah, I know you're in Fleet 19, Chris, because I'm in Fleet 19. We both got Katrina as a DM. I was just talking to her today. Well, I didn't talk to her. I actually talked to her yesterday. But yeah, we're both in Fleet 19. I found that out the other week. So, and she is an awesome DM. She is awesome. So I was wondering what Johnny, I ain't gonna say your last name. I'm tired of messing it up. Johnny said I started with Melton back in May and really have no complaints other than the home time. Yeah, the home time kind of sucks. Being out for like I always take the thing that sucks about the home time is you only get a day off for every week out. Or you can take the money. And I never take the money just because whenever I go home, I got a lot of stuff I like to do that has nothing to do with trucking. I got a lot of side hobbies and stuff like that I like to do. So whenever I go home, I try to get as many days off as I can. So I always take the extra days. I never take the money. And it kind of sucks having to stay out 30, 35 days at a time, especially in the summertime. But hey, it is what it is. Chris, really? How did you find out I was in Fleet 19? I was on the Melton operations page, or one of the Melton pages. I don't know what it was. And I was just scrolling through the pictures, and there was a picture of you when you got your Blue Wings or Blue Angel or whatever it was after you've been there like 3 years. And there was a picture of you, and it was a picture that says Chris, and I can't remember what your last name was, and his DM Katrina. And I was like, that's Katrina? And I zoomed in on the picture. I was like, well, that's Chris. That's the guy from Stuff in a Truck. And I'm like, he's in Fleet 19? Like, that's cool. Blue Knight, that's what it was. I was going down through, one day I was probably like waiting on a load or in the evening or something. I was just scrolling through the one of the Melton pages. It wasn't an operation page. It was because there's 3 Melton pages I'm on. I'm on the Melton operation page, the Melton Next Generation page, and then there's another Melton page. I don't know which one it was, but other than one of the pages. And I was just scrolling through, just looking at all the different stuff, all the different pictures. They they were showing like rookies of the month and then regular drivers of the month. And I was just going through pictures, and I just happened to come across a picture of you and Katrina, and I was like, he's in Fleet 19. Like, that's pretty cool. So, are they keeping you in Fleet 19, Chris? I would imagine they would. I don't see why they'd move you out of that. So anyways, so now that Chris is back, there ain't too many, all the people that was making Melton videos, they all quit. Well, I mean, Chris didn't quit. He had the surgery and stuff, so he was out. But that kept on trucking, or I think it's kept on trucking, he quit. He's gone. And then that, I can't say his last name either. He went down to PREAN Is, but he's been gone for a little bit though. That the Anglo trucking or whatever, he ran for Melton and he quit and went to PREAN Is. He's doing like the lease purchase or something like that down there at PREAN Is. He quit. I mean, whenever I started, or before I started, there was a lot of people on YouTube doing Melton videos, and now that since I've been here, I've been checking it out, and a lot of them don't make videos anymore because they don't work in Melton anymore. Yeah, Katrina's pretty awesome. So I hope they don't move me out of this fleet. I like Katrina. I like the fleet that I'm in. Chris said Katrina will not get rid of me. We work great together. Yeah, I like her. So I hope they don't move me out of that fleet. I seen somewhere where they were moving people out of fleets to different, like they would move people different fleets. And I talked to different drivers that said they were in this fleet and then they've moved to another fleet and stuff. And I said, man, I hope they don't move me out of Katrina's fleet. I'm sure there's other great DMs out there. That's like you. Chris said, yeah, I don't know how you say his last name, so I'm going to D'Angelo. He went to his own truck and kept on trucking, quit. Yes, I've seen that kept on trucking, quit. And D'Angelo, or however you say his last name, I think he's over at PREAN Is last video I seen from him. I haven't watched a couple of his videos in a while. The last video I seen from him, he was over at PREAN Is. That's where he was at. And then that one, there was a kid. There was a guy that was a few weeks ahead of me that had started a YouTube channel, and I can't remember what his channel. Heedy the trucker or something like that. And he was like a month ahead of me, so he went like a month ahead of me. So I was watching his videos, and when I was in orientation, he had just gotten back from the trainer truck. I think like my second week of orientation, he had gone solo, and he only lasted like two or three months. I don't know if he lasted that long. And then he was going. I don't know if he quit or what happened with him. But he's not at Melton anymore. I don't even know if he's making videos anymore. So yeah, there's not a lot of people, a lot of Melton drivers. At least I haven't found them. I'm sure there probably is, maybe, I don't know. That 50 plus, he makes videos. Michael, I'm not even gonna say your last name because I'm gonna mess that up. Michael, I'll just say Michael B. What's the agility test like? Whenever I went through it, it was, I don't know, it was pretty stinking easy. It's not even, they don't even, you're in a group and you do it all as a group. So if you have to be pretty bad to fail the agility test, pretty bad. Chris, you talking about Heedy or Hetty, the trucker? I don't know how you say his. Yeah, it could have been. He hated. Chris said, I think he's the one that hated working in the cold and quit 3 months in. Could have been. And I think he uploaded the video It's been a few weeks now, but I think he's ever driving a van for Amazon or something. So that would make sense if he didn't like working in the cold. To get in a van job, you don't really have to be in the cold. You don't have to deal with the cold as much as you would with a flatbed. Michael B said, okay, cool. I start the 11th. Yeah, the agility test is, they'll take you out, at least whenever I did it, they took you out into where you do the load securement, and it was a group. So there was like 30, 35, 40 of us in the group. This was like the second day or something like that. And basically you just, what did they make us do? Stand on one foot for like 30 seconds and stand on the other foot for 30 seconds. And then I don't even remember what else we had to do. Oh, we had to lift the tarp from the ground and put it up on the back of the trailer. So if you stand at the trailer and it's up, if you go to the front of the trailer, the deck was on me anyways. The deck is, I'm almost 6 feet tall. The deck's about here on me. But if you go to the back of the trailer, it slopes kind of down. So at the back of the trailer, the deck's about middle of my stomach, maybe about right here to me. And they got like a 90-pound tarp, and you got to pick the 90-pound tarp up and set it up on the deck. That's one of the, so you got to stand on each foot for like 30 seconds, pick up a 90-pound tarp and put it up on the deck, which isn't hard at all. And just use, keep your back straight and stuff like that so you don't hurt yourself. And then they'll take you outside, and they got a ladder on the side of a trailer. You got to crawl up on a deck of a trailer, and they got 2 storage containers stacked, and you got to go basically climb up on both of them. I guess it's about 13 feet tall. I'm afraid of heights, and I didn't have a problem doing it, so I don't see it being a problem unless you're really afraid of heights. And I got up there and had no problem at all. Chris. Chris, you had to be able to put tarps on the deck of the trailer. Yes, they made us pick up a 90-pound tarp from the floor and put it on the deck of the trailer. If you couldn't pick up a tarp from the floor and put it on the deck of the trailer, they sent you home. Yes. No one got sent home. Michael said, did anyone fail it? In my class, nobody failed it. We had 3 or 4 girls in my class, and the one girl was short, and I'm talking like up to here on me. So the deck of the trailer was like, the back of the trailer was like here on her, and she struggled, but she got it up there, and she got it up there. Nobody failed from my class, but I heard when I went back from training, I was talking to a couple of the guys from the class ahead of me, and they sent 3 or 4 people home on the agility test. They couldn't put the tarp on the deck, and one of the girls apparently was a bigger girl. I don't know, but she couldn't get. Whenever she climbed up on the deck, they had a ladder against the side of the deck. You climb up on the deck, and then they got the storage. Not really storage containers. They're like half a storage container. They're like 4 foot, and you get up on that, and then 4 foot, something to that effect. And she couldn't get from the deck to the top of the storage container, and they ended up sending her home. They did send people home in my class, but it wasn't from the agility test. It was failing drug test. So they sent, there were 3 or 4 that got sent home for failed drug tests in my orientation, but everyone passed the agility test. Chris said, one guy in my class refused to put the tarp up on the deck, so he was gone the next day. Why did he refuse to put the tarp up on the deck? Michael B put, I drove for Boyd and McElroy back in the 90s. Oh, really? Boyd and McElroy. Did you, have you been driving since the 90s straight through, or did you take some time off? Or did you, just leave like, Chris said the guy that didn't put the tarp up on the thing said it hurt his knees. I don't know. Whenever we first got there, and like the first day or so, I walked out into where they give you breaks in orientation or whatever. Michael B said, I drive a Class 7 truck right now. Okay. So I walked out into where they do the load securement, and they had the tarp laying on the floor, and they had the trailer and everything. And a couple of the guys had walked over, picked the tarp up, and was sitting up on the deck of the trailer. And it didn't dawn on me, like, whatever. Let them guys do whatever. Then we went out to do the tarp, put the tarp up on the thing, and they're like, okay, we need you to put the tarp up on the deck of the trailer. So everybody got in the line, and obviously I wasn't first. There's a few people ahead of me. So I'm just standing there, and I start watching these people, and there's a couple people struggling to put it up on there, and I start thinking, well, damn, I probably should have tried that when I was out here by myself to see if I actually do it, because I hadn't picked up, I hadn't thrown the tarp up on the deck for a little bit. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. David, what's your name? David Hollows. I used to at Walmart. Now I miss flatbed though. And Michael B. Helicopter sometime. Oh yeah. I bet that's interesting. Or are you just joking around about helicopters? So I'm up here in New Stanton. I've been going every night, except last night. A lot of police escorts, I bet. So is that like permit loads and stuff like that, where you got to have like oversized loads on, and you can then go certain routes only on certain roads and stuff like that with the police escorts? So, anyways, I've been obviously here since Sunday. There's a Bob Evans at the bottom of the hill. I've been going down there pretty much every night for dinner. I eat breakfast at the hotel in the morning. They got free breakfast at the hotel. Get down there and eat breakfast, and about 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, I walk down over the hill and go to Bob Evans and get dinner. Except last night, I was over at the Freightliner all freaking day from 11 till almost 10 o'clock last night. I ended up door dashing in some Wendy's from over there because I didn't know it was going to be all day, or else I'd have figured something else out. I'd have brought some food or something with me. I figured when they said my truck was going to be done, I'd get over there at 11, and like 12, 1 o'clock, I'd be on the road rolling again. Not so. Michael B says no government. So hopefully I'm going to have my truck tomorrow and I can go on home time. Oh, they repowered my load. Get this. They repowered my load. So I got screwed over. I got a video coming out about this. So I picked this load up out in Chicago. Michael B said, what kind of trucks are they issuing now? Melton, Kenworth Freightliners, and I think there's a couple Peterbilts in the fleet, but there's not many. Let's say bought more. Last time I heard, there wasn't very many. Basically, Kenworth and Freightliners is what you're gonna get. I don't know why they don't got Peterbilt. They're getting Freightliners. Peterbilt's the same truck. I don't understand why they don't do Peterbilt and Freightliner, or Peterbilt and Kenworth. But I don't know. So, anyways, I get this load and I get picked up when I get towed, and the broker that's brokering the load through Melton or whatever, however that works, called up Melton, wants to know why the load ain't delivered. Because it's supposed to be delivered on Monday. And this is like, what's today, Thursday? I lost track of time. Tuesday night, I guess it was. So the broker's calling up wanting to know why this load hasn't been delivered yet. And I guess they told him, my truck broke down at the Freightliner dealership. And when my truck's fixed, it's supposed to be fixed Wednesday. what they told him, that I was going to deliver it, and the broker was like, "Nah, we need it delivered." So they repowered my load. Here's where it gets messed up. So it's a steel load, and I got moving blankets that I use to pad underneath the corners of the steel so it don't rip my tarps. I have 8 or 10 moving blankets on this load, right? And I got edge protectors on this load. 20 something edge protectors that I bought out of my own pocket on this load. So I got moving blankets, I got edge protectors on this load. And then what I've been doing is I've been buying straps, yellow straps. And what I do is I cut them to 24 feet. They're called short straps for steel loads like this. Because Melton has like 36-foot blue straps. And when you do a small load, you got a ton of access. Well, when I was with my trainer, he had a bunch of short straps. He had a whole set of, I think he had 12 or 14 short straps. It was cut to like 24 feet. And he used them on steel loads. So anytime you got a low load, or he could use them on pipe loads, or use them for the straps on like a belly strap. Like if you get a load of pipe and you get like 2 layers, you can put them short straps on and then throw the long straps over the top of the load. So I've been building up my short straps. I had 6 of those short straps, and they were like $15-16 a piece. So I had 6 of them straps on there. I had 8 moving blankets, and they were $10 plus a piece. And I had 20 some edge protectors that I had bought, and I bought 2 sets, and they were $40 a set, so that was $80. $250 worth of equipment that I bought out of my own pocket. They repowered that load, and the guy that took the load kept it all. Which, it's a screwed up situation because I can't take the stuff off. Like if I was to take all that stuff, that means I'd have to take the tarps off, take the straps off, take the edge. I would have to basically do the whole load. Well, you can't do that. And all I asked him was, it delivers up the road 18 miles, right? All I'm asking is when you get unloaded, just drive back 18 miles of Freightliner and drop my stuff on the trailer. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I guess he didn't do it. I mean, I don't know what the situation was. Maybe he had a load that needed to be picked up and he didn't have time, and it was going the opposite way and he didn't have time to come back. But it still doesn't help the fact that, now I have no way to pad if I have a load that has tarps that needs padded, I have no way to pad that stuff. I have no edge protectors at all. I've lost every edge protector I had. The straps, it's not that big of a deal. That's money out of my pocket, them straps, but I got straps. So it's not like I can't secure loads. I got straps to secure loads. It's just the fact that I bought straps out of my own pocket. And it screwed up. Obviously I didn't know it was going to be repaired. I didn't know it was going to break down, anything like that. But it just sucks because now I'm out all that equipment, and now I got to go rebuy it, another $200 and some of, I don't know. It's just messed up. It's just messed up. It's just messed up. I hate repowers. I also hate the fact that we drop so many trailers. You know what I mean? How many times? I guarantee I'm dropping at least 1 trailer a week and picking up another trailer. And a lot of the times, other drivers, I don't know if it's a majority of the drivers, there's just a small pocket of drivers. But man, I don't know how many trailers I've picked up that have screwed up tires on it. That as soon as I pick them up, I got to go get tires changed. Almost every trailer. The last trailer I had, this is no lie. You're not going to believe this. The last trailer I just picked up, the load that I just had this on, had 8 bald tires on the trailer. I don't know how it was holding air. I went to the Boss shop to get tires looked at, and he changed all 8 of them. They was all bald. Not a lick of tread on them. 8 of them. Like how many drivers drove that trailer to get to where they're that bald? I couldn't believe it. 8 bald tires. I was at the Boss shop for 4.5 hours getting tires on that trailer just last week. If it's not bad tires that I pick up, the inspection is dead on the trailer. It seems like every trailer I pick up, we either got to get tires put on it or get an inspection on it. Oh, man. Chris from My Adventure says, I do the same thing. I have 10 short straps. I buy my edge protectors from Melton Gear Shop. That way, if I lose my edge protectors in repower, my gear shop will work to replace them. How's that work? Do they, if you buy them off Melton, they'll replace them or whatever? Let me see if I read that right. I do the same thing. I have 10 short straps. I was going to try to build up. I was trying to build up to, I think I was going to 10, 12, something like that is what I was trying to build up for the short straps. I buy my edge protectors from Melton Gear Shop. That way, if I lose my edge protectors in a repower, the gear shop will work to replace them. So how exactly does that work, Chris? If you, do they keep a track? They keep like record of that you bought them there, and then if you lose them, they'll just replace them, like give you new ones or what? I didn't hear anything about that. I'll have to look into that if that's true. I don't get through Tulsa. I think I've been to Tulsa one time since I've got my truck. I got my truck in Tulsa, and then I've been there one time, beginning of coming off home time. This time, I picked up a load in McConnellsburg, PA, one of them JLG, Caterpillar forklifts, whatever, and took it to Michigan. And from Michigan, I picked up a load going to Phoenix, and I went through Tulsa. I got to Tulsa on Sunday, and there was no one in. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to exchange. I got a bunch of straps that need to be, I have a bunch of straps that need to be, not a bunch, like 4 or 5 straps that I need to replace that are cut. What else did I have? I had some stuff I wanted to get looked at on the truck, but the inspection bay was closed and there was no way to exchange that stuff. And I was like, well, whatever. And I just kept rolling. And I stopped in there and got fuel and kept on rolling. Mark, he says, so what you're saying is they're causing you to lose a lot more money. I mean, it's not, it's a screwed up situation. Everybody hates repowers because you get screwed on repowers. Everybody, it seems, I don't know. I've had 2 repowers and I got screwed on both repowers. So the first repower I had, so whenever I got my truck issued to me, I had tarps, brand new tarps. Okay. Well, somewhere along the line, they got a couple holes in them in my first, probably like 5-6 weeks. So when I went on home time, I went over to my truck. I parked it in a truck stop about 20 minutes from my house. So I went over to my truck and I rolled my tarps out on my trailer, and I spent half a day and went through and patched all my tarps, patched every hole that was in them. There wasn't very many. There was a couple bigger ones that I had seen, and I got everything patched. Everything was good. So there's all patched up the way I wanted them, good to go. A week and a half later, I had a repower, gave all my tarps away in the repower, lost my tarps in repower, and the tarps that I got had holes, big holes in them. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I just spent a half a day of my home time sitting out here patching all my tarps. And then I get these tarps that this guy has, and it's got holes, big holes all through them. Not just small holes. I mean, there's holes like this, big holes, like big rip holes. I was like, man, I'm not spending another day patching tarps just to lose them in a repower. So I don't know. And then we had the bungees. I gave him all my good bungees, and he put all of his dry rotted bungees on the load. I guarantee you, he said he had 75 bungees on the load. I gave him 75 of my bungees. I had brand new bungees from getting issued to trucks, so all my bungees are brand new. I went through whenever I got that load unloaded, and there was at least 20 bungees that was jumped. It was just so dry rotted that I had to throw them away. I lost 20 bungees right there. And then the tarps, I was like, man, you gotta be crazy. Man, what the hell? I was not a happy camper. Okay, Chris says, Tracy runs the gear shop. This is what she told me. She said, if you purchase them from her, she has a record of the purchase. So if you lose them in a repower, talk to Tracy and she will. All right, I'll have to look into that. Correct Cuts says, hey man, looks like a motel. Something happened. Yes, the clutch went out of my truck on Sunday. I've been here since Sunday, waiting on my truck. The truck's over at Freightliner to get fixed. It's supposed to be fixed today, or supposed to be fixed yesterday, and they had to order parts. And the parts aren't supposed to be in until today or tomorrow. Ain't looking good. Chris, yes, the repowers are the worst thing about working with Melton. Yeah, nobody likes repowers. Everybody hates them. Marquise? Am I saying that right? Marquise? I don't know. I'm not good with names. If I'm screwing up your name, I'm sorry. Hell no. No wonder everybody going to Melton, hiring so many new drivers. They're hiring a lot of. I watched that update from was it Lisa Melton? No, not Lisa Mason. Lisa Mason? Linda Mason. I don't know. There was an update on the Melton page. If you're not with Melton, you couldn't watch it. But there was a update, and they were asking why if the trucking industry is so slow, they're having trouble finding loads, why they keep hiring drivers. And her response was, they have so many trucks, they have to keep drivers in them trucks. So if there's not a driver in that truck, then technically that truck's not being paid for. So that's why they keep hiring. That's why they're constantly hiring people to replace people that's quitting, because there's a lot of people that come in, wait 6 months, get their 6 months experience, go to a local job, or just outright quit altogether. And anytime there's an empty truck, that truck's technically not getting paid for, so they got to keep the seats filled. And that makes sense when you put it that way. That's what's her response to why we hire so many drivers. So, Johnny B, I can't even see. I'm going blind. I'm going to lose my CDL. I ransacked the inspection base for bungees whenever I'm at the Tulsa terminal. I never go through the Tulsa terminal. I've been here 5 months and been there once, and the inspection bay was closed because it was a Sunday. I've been to the Laredo twice, and the second time I went there, I got there on I don't think they have a bungee thing at Laredo, do they? If they do, I didn't see it. I got some straps exchanged there last time I was at Laredo, but it's been a while. Correct cuts, yes, sounds about right. We'll get screwed every time on a repair. Can we reject them? Not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but they might fire you. I don't know how that works. We're kind of like a forced dispatch company. You kind of do what they say. If they say repair, you have to repair. If they say go pick up a load, you got to go pick up a load. If you decide you're not going to do it, then they're probably going to be like, well, bring the truck in and you can find another job. I don't know how that works, but I don't think you can reject anything. Chris from My Adventure says you can get Ramsack in Birmingham. I've never been to Birmingham either. I've never been to the terminal in Birmingham. I've actually come through Birmingham I got a load picked up in Alabama going to Gary, Alabama going to Gary, Indiana, and I came up through Birmingham. Did I go through Birmingham? I went through Montgomery. I think I went through Birmingham, but I didn't stop at the terminal. It was a Sunday. I figured they probably wasn't open, and I had to get a lot more miles than Birmingham that day, so I didn't even bother stopping in. So I've been to Laredo twice since I've started. Tulsa, I went through Tulsa on a Sunday. There was nothing going on. I just got fuel and kept on going. And I went through Birmingham, but didn't stop at a terminal in Birmingham. I think that's the only 3 terminals we got. Laredo. Oh, no, we got one in, I guess you can call that a terminal, El Paso. I don't know if that's really a terminal or not. I've never been there though either. Correct cut says, accent is from Kentucky. Am I close or Louisiana? Me? My accent? If I told you where I was, you would laugh originally. Daniel H. I used to work for Melton. Honestly, I miss it. I like Melton. Correct cuts. Where are you at now? I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm in New Stanton, Pennsylvania. Let me get back to this last one. Correct cuts said accent is from Kentucky. Am I close or Louisiana? It's not Louisiana. It's not Kentucky. I am from, Chris from My Adventures. I forgot about Masbury High. We also have a small one in Masbury. Yep, I forgot about the Masbury one. I haven't been up there either. I actually wasn't far from there. I picked up a load not far from there like when I first started, but I didn't go Ohio. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I'm in New Stanton, Pennsylvania now. I'm 100 miles from where, I'm probably less than that, about 100 miles from where I was born and raised. I'm in New Stanton, which is in western Pennsylvania. I was born in south central PA in a little town called Pleasantville, just like the movie. Not really. A little town called Pleasantville. That's where I was born and raised. I now live in West Virginia. I've been in West Virginia for 20 something years. I moved to West Virginia in 2003. So 20 years I've been in West Virginia. So that's it. Either Ohio or Virginia. Close, West Virginia. Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Pennsylvania. Would have never guessed that. PA. My accent, I have a lot of people said I don't think I have an accent, for number one. I don't, but I'm used to it. But the reason the accent is so weird is because I got that Quaker accent from Pennsylvania, and then I moved to West Virginia, and I guess I kind of picked up a little bit of the Southern accent, and it's kind of mixed between it's kind of a mix, because I don't think I have an accent at all. I think I sound normal, but all sorts of people's like, man, your accent, where are you from? I've never heard that accent. And I think that's what it is. I think it's a combination of being like that, because like Quaker from Pennsylvania, like that. I don't know what Quaker is, German or whatever. I don't know. And then being in West Virginia, being around for 20 years, they don't really have a strong Southern accent. If you hear my wife talk, she has a more of a Southern accent than I got. I don't think I have any Southern accent at all, to be honest with you. But I think it's a combination of being around them two accents and kind of picking up both of them and kind of having I don't know. I just know a lot of people say, man, what's that accent you got? I'm like, I don't think I got an accent. But that's what it is. If it is, it's a combination of Pennsylvania and West Virginia. How screwed up is that? Oh, man. So anyways. Melton CFI. Correct Cut says CFI. And then Marquis says, you're saying CFI is better? CFI don't have flatbeds, I don't think. That's a van company, I believe. Correct Cuts, West Virginia. You like it up there. Seems peaceful every time I ride through there. You're probably going down 79, and I'm a lot farther east in West Virginia. I'm up in the eastern panhandle. And to give you an idea, if you know where Hagerstown, Maryland is, where you got 70 comes across and 81 comes down, and they cross, I'm about 30 minutes from there in West Virginia. So if you go up 70, if you're coming, Hancock, Maryland, if you know where Hancock, Maryland is, that's where I park my truck. I park my truck at a little truck stop in Hancock, Maryland, and just cross the bridge into West Virginia. I live about 20 minutes from Hancock in West Virginia. But yeah, I'm not far from Hagerstown. I can be from my house, I can be in Hagerstown, Maryland in 35 minutes. I can be in Winchester, Virginia in 30 minutes. I can be in Breezewood, Pennsylvania in 45 minutes. So I'm in that area, basically where West Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania, you can basically cross all four of them borders in less than an hour. You can be in Pennsylvania, cross into Maryland, into West Virginia, and be in Virginia in less than an hour. And I'm 9 miles from Virginia, where I live out in West Virginia, about 9 miles from Virginia. If you're ever taking the shortcut, there's a trucker shortcut, I guess you call it, when you're coming down 70, and they'll get on 522 and go down through 522 down in Virginia. I live whenever you're on 522, you're going to pass my house. You're going to be less than 5 minutes from my house on 522. right before, like I said, about 10 miles before you cross into Virginia. You could be driving your truck and probably throw a rock and almost, well, you couldn't do that, but I'm not far from that. Yep. So you're with Melton. I didn't realize you were with Melton. Correct cuts 80. I didn't realize you was with Melton. You got a Kenworth or a Freightliner? And how long you been with Melton? I might have asked you that already. I don't know. I've been talking to a lot of people. So I don't know. But yep. A Kenworth. So I don't know if am I saying your name right? Correct cuts 88. Yeah, that's right. He's been with Melton and he has a Kenworth. Anyways. Everybody who's still on here, go hit the like button real quick. We got 5 likes. Let's see if we can make it 10. So we're an hour and 11 minutes into a live stream, and this was way more successful than I ever thought it would be. The T680, not bad. I don't know how many times I've been to the shop already. How many miles is on your truck? Because it seems like, I don't know how, it seems like you either get a new truck with low miles or you get an older, I guess it's kind of whatever. But I got my truck at 24,000 on it. I think Chris from My Adventures, he said his truck had 54. I talked to another driver when I was picking up a load for Melton. He had a Kenworth, and his had 24, not 24,000, 24 miles on it whenever he got it. Because I was telling him, I said, yeah, my truck was brand new when I got it. He's like, how many miles? I said, 24,000 miles. He's like, that ain't brand new. I'm like, it's pretty much brand new. 24,000 miles on a diesel is pretty much just breaking. And then he was like, my truck had like 24 miles, 30 miles on it. Something. I'm like, seriously? Not 30,000? Like, he said, yeah, 30 miles on it. So it's brand new. I was like, holy freak. Correct cut says 320,000. You're about 100,000 from getting a new truck. Don't they do a new truck around 400,000? 450? Something like that. I thought someone was saying when I was in orientation. So you're maybe about 80,000 miles from getting a new truck. Something like that. Johnny B said, I got a T680 with 450 miles on it when I got it. What? You still got it? I thought they turned them in at 400, around 400, 450. Correct cut said, got it with about 260. So you put about 100 on it or so. Nah, yeah, not quite 100. I hear it's about 400 or 500,000. Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Whenever I was in orientation, they were talking because they were handing out trucks, and then one guy's like, I either want a brand new one with no miles, or I want something that has like 300,000, so I can have a new truck within like a year. And he ended up getting a brand new truck. And I thought they were saying that they turned them in like 450, something like that. They traded in and got new trucks or whatever. Still have it. Johnny B said, yes, he still has it. I would think that they'd be getting ready to switch that out if it's got that many miles on it. But I don't know. So, yeah, mine, I've already put, man, it's messed up about mine. I've got mine with 24,000 and it's got 120. I put almost 100,000 miles on that thing in 5 months. But I was looking at my pay stub today, my latest pay stub, and it says I've only put 43,000 miles. And I'm like, what the, like, how is that even possible? That makes no sense at all. My Adventures said, this is my third truck. Chris from My Adventures. This is my third truck. My first truck had 36,000 miles on it, broke down with 276,000 miles on it. They gave me another truck with 300,000 miles on it. Then got my new truck when that truck had 450,000 miles. So you've been through 3 trucks in 4 years. Hey, whenever this thing broke down, the clutch went out of it and stuff, and it's been in the shop. Man, I said, I hope they don't hope it's not one of them things where the truck's going to be in the shop for like 2 weeks and they end up getting me another truck. I kind of like this one. I kind of want to keep it. I don't know. I like it's a newer truck. It's pretty nice. So I don't know. I mean, I got nice trucks and everything like that. So. So anyways, that's what we got. It's 9 correct cuts. I was just in correct cuts 88 said I was just in Alabama the other week, ran into a new guy, loaded with him. Motherfucker, or MF, I guess I shouldn't swear. It's in a Freightliner that goes 71, new guy. 71? He's lying to you. Our auto said, hey, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good for the situation. My truck's broke down. Correct cut said he was flying. My adventures, I should get another new truck next week. I thought you said you was getting, I don't remember. Are they giving you a new truck or are they giving you your old truck back? They got your stickers on the old truck. That surely to give the old truck back, right? I was down in Laredo. All right. I picked up in Laredo. When I picked up in Laredo, I was coming out of Laredo, pulling a load, going up to my trainer truck was governed at 72. I think my trainer truck was pretty fast too, because it seemed like it went a lot faster than 67. There was plenty of times I was up over 70 going, and I was like, this don't seem like it's governed at 67. He didn't say that it was. I just kind of kept looking down like, I don't know, how am I going 70, 71 when everything's supposed to be governed at 67? So I think some of the trainers or some of the million milers get their trucks turned up or something like that. Daniel H is asking Chris, are you coming back to work? And Chris from My Adventure said, no, they gave my truck to someone else, so he'll get a new truck, another truck. Oh. Well, hopefully you get yourself a Kenworth. And Daniel H, Chris is coming back. He's coming back on Tuesday. He's got to go up to Tulsa on Tuesday, so he'll get a truck and whatever he's got to do before he can get a load, but he'll be in Tulsa on Tuesday. Correct Cuts 88 said, I saw a new guy going 70-0 on his headache rack. He said he was first load from the Bama terminal. Now, what I was saying was when I came up out of Laredo, there was a million miler, and I was on whatever, I don't know what route that was, Route 10? I don't know, whatever route goes to Laredo. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I was coming up, and I was cruising. I was full throttle, 67 miles an hour, and this guy passed me like I was sitting still and waved like that as he went by. And I counted like to 10, and he was out of sight. And I'm like, there is no way that guy is governed at 67 miles an hour. I was going 67. He drove by me like I was sitting still. And like I said, he was going. I said, there is no way. He had to be going at least 71, 72. He was going. Correct cuts. Soon as we got loaded, he hit the freeway 71 miles an hour. You know what? Whenever I was getting my truck in Tulsa, the guy handed me the keys. So There was 4 or 5 of us. He called 4 or 5 of us into his little office at the same time and handed out keys to all 5 of us. Told us our truck number, told us where it was on the yard. He looked it up on GPS. Okay, your truck's out here, your truck's whatever. He said, I want you to go out to the truck, get in the truck, start it up, make sure everything runs, make sure everything works, take it for a test drive. I want you to take it for a test drive. I want you to get it up over 65 miles an hour, drive down the road a couple exits, turn around and come back. All right. Make sure everything's working right. Make sure everything's good to go. Basically like that. He said, if you can get it up, if you drive it and it goes over 67 miles an hour, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell it. Don't tell me. Don't tell no one. That'll be our little secret. I don't want to hear about it. So apparently there are trucks that are governed higher than 67, according to how he was talking that day. So take that for whatever. But that's what he said. He said, if it gets over 67, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me. Yeah, that's the way that guy in Laredo, he blew my doors off. Man, it was like whenever my truck rocked from the wind blowing. It wasn't that bad, but he was booking. Dan UH, awesome. Good for you, Chris. Glad everything worked out for you and all that. That was Dan UH to Chris from My Adventures. Our little secret. That's what he said. Oh, man. I don't know. Like I said before, I've ran into everybody that I've ran into so far at Uber. I don't get over Uber. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody I've ran into from Melton has been awesome. I haven't ran into anyone that's been whatever. Yeah, probably million milers, I guess. I don't know. But I know that there's trucks out there that are governed way more than 67. I've been passed by Melton trucks on the road. I'm like, there ain't no way he's going 67. Because I'm going 67. He just drives by me like I'm sitting still. Oh, man. So anyways, before I'm going to end this live stream here, we've been on here for an hour and 22 minutes. Holy freak. An hour and 22 minutes. So if everything works out, and it probably isn't going to, but if everything works out, my truck is supposed to be done tomorrow. Of course, it's supposed to be done yesterday, and they had to order parts. But here's the thing that's got me. Here's the thing that's got me. When I called Outside Repair today to find out about my truck, they said they had an email update saying they had to order parts, and the parts weren't going to be in until today or tomorrow. Meaning if the parts aren't in till tomorrow, that means that they're not even going to be put them on the truck till tomorrow, meaning it probably ain't going to be done tomorrow. If the parts got in today and they can actually work on it today, then there's a good chance I could wake up in the morning, call Outside Repair, and be like, hey, your truck's done. Go pick it up. And I can just run up the road, jump in my truck, and go home. That's a best case scenario. But I don't get my hopes up. Correct Cuts 88. Did you ever come across discarded edge protectors or found tarps no one wants? Like I keep hearing. No, I've never came across anything like that. The only thing I come across is I'm driving down the road and I see laying alongside the road edge protectors, all sorts of them. If I could stop and pick up every edge protector I seen laying along the highway while I'm driving, I would have like 5 or 6 sets of edge protectors, of edge protectors that fell off people's loads and stuff like that. Man, if I could pull off the road and pick up every one I've seen, man, I'd have so many edge protectors, it wouldn't be funny. I keep saying I'm going to go, when I come home, I'm going to get my car and just drive around all the highways and just pick up all the edge protectors I see, because I see so many of them laying alongside the road. I've lost a couple on a couple loads. I put edge protectors on and then get halfway there and do a load check, and I'm like, oh, that edge protector is gone. laying along the road somewhere. So. Correct Cut says, make sure they pay you shop pay. Should be a nice little stack for you sitting in the motel. Yeah, I talked to my DM. When did I talk to her? Katrina. I talked to her. I didn't talk to her today. Yesterday? Might have been Tuesday. I don't know. I talked to her one day and she's like, whenever it's all said and done, like whenever your truck's fixed, she's going to sit down and figure out how many days I've been off or whatever, and they're going to pay me. I don't know what they pay. I don't know what they call it. I don't know if it's shop pay or breakdown pay or whatever it is. I don't know what the rate is, but for every day you're down in the hotel, you get paid so much a day. I don't know what it is. But yeah, Chris, I mean, the amount of edge protectors, if you're in the truck, you'd see me, I'm like, oh, there's edge protectors. I got to get them. But you just can't pull over and pick them up. Man, I've seen, the amount of edge protectors. It's bad, man. That and then straps. I've seen a lot of straps laying alongside the road. I imagine they're not no good straps. I mean, you could use them for making V-boards or something like that, I guess, if you wanted to. But so here's what we're going to do. We're an hour and 26 minutes in. We're going to go to the hour and a half, and then I'm going to shut this live stream down because I don't know. Has this been an hour and a half? Never noticed them until I became a flatbedder. Yeah, I never really did either. Even like I used to run flatbed before, and then I never really paid attention to that kind of stuff laying alongside the road. But now you just pick them out. Like you don't even look for them. You just see them. Like, oh, there's an edge protector. There's an edge protector. And I've seen them ones that are really long. They're about yay long. They're usually like red or orange. They're like about 24 inches, 30 inches. And I've seen I wanted to stop and get those. I've seen like 6 or 7 of those laying along the road. Not, over the time I've been here. I've been here 5 months. And every time I see one of them, I'm like, man, I should pull over and grab that. Man, I want that one so bad because they're nice for like them rolled roofing loads and stuff like that. Even the insulation loads, they're really good for and stuff like that. I'm thinking about buying a set, but man, I hate to lose that stuff in the repower. I just hate to. Michael B said, you guys take care. Hope to see you down the road again. Well, thanks for coming in, Mike. You be safe out there, and we'll see you around. Have a good one. Chris from My Adventure says, it's our superhuman strength. Correct Cuts says, correct. Am I saying that right? Correct. Yeah. Correct Cuts. Confession. I stole a couple of motel bath towels out of a couple of motels for padding and extra protection. Oh, crap. I tell you what, though, I hate carrying that extra. Whenever you're in Tulsa, you can get scrap tarp, which is really good padding and stuff. It's just inconvenient for me because it's hard to store. You got to put it it's in the bottom of your box. It's just inconvenient for me. And that's why I got the moving blankets. But I'm probably just gonna go next time I'm in Tulsa, just load up on that scrap tarping and just use that as my padding from now on, because I'm not going out and buying another $100-some worth of blankets just to lose them again. You know what I mean? Edge protectors, I'm going to have to buy edge protectors. I just hope that I don't either lose them or else I can figure out a way. I'll talk to Tracy or something, see if we can get something figured out to where if I buy them off the shop, I can get them replaced or something like that. I don't know. They're probably way more expensive at the shop. I haven't priced them there, but I was getting them off Amazon for $40 for 10 of them, $40 for 15. I don't remember what it was anymore, but I bought them off Amazon. Correct Cuts 88 says they come in handy for protecting chains when hauling coils instead of using those crappy metal protectors. A towel? I don't know about a towel as protection. I don't know. Yeah, them metal protectors are something else. I don't like them either, but they do what they got to do. Yeah, Chris from My Adventure says that that's what he uses, a scrap tarp. That's what whenever I first got my truck, that's what I did. I went into the shop and I loaded up on a bunch of scrap tarp. But the way it lays in the bottom of my box and stuff, I didn't like it, and I don't know. I just, over the 5 months, I did a repower and I lost a bunch of it there. I wasn't worried about it because I had the moving blankets too. So I was like, I'm just going to start using moving blankets. So I started buying moving blankets, and then I've been using moving blankets ever since. I like them because they're a lot easier to store. And then that's just, to me, it's better. I feel it's better than the tarp. I don't know that it is, but I feel it's better than the tarp. But if I'm, with the losing stuff in the repower, I'm just going to start using the tarp again, and just, I'm not spending money on blankets. I like the blankets better, but it's just, it ain't going to work out. Correct Cuts 88 says scrap tarps are nice as well. Correct Cuts, all right, brother. Good luck on the truck. Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for watching my videos, and we'll do more. If we had a pretty good success tonight, so I'll do more live streams like this. This is cool. If you guys are going to come in and stuff, this is pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for stopping in, and have a good one. Be safe out there. Yep. Yeah, go to sleep, because you got to wake up. I don't have to wake up in the morning, so I can stay up as late as I want. Well, I got to wake up, but I don't wake up till 10. So yeah, have a good one, man. Be safe out there. Yeah, before I sign up, we're going to go ahead and sign off here, I think, because it's been an hour and a half. Just want to thank everybody for watching my videos. I want to thank everybody that came in and went into the comment section. I didn't really expect there to be this much activity. This is awesome. Yeah, Chris said you did pretty good for your first time. Yeah, I was actually, before I went live, I thought, yeah, probably ain't going to get but 1 or 2 people in here. And I'll probably just be on there like 15, 20 minutes, because if no one's coming in to do comments, I was just going to do, my truck broke down, this, that, and then just get off. But I'm actually surprised at how many people come in. It's pretty good for the first time. So, this is kind of like the icebreaker. I don't have a problem doing live streams. I'll do a live stream from the truck on, if have to work out to where I had time to do it. I obviously can't do it if I'm got to deliver in the morning and stuff like that. But if it works out to where, I'm doing a 34 or something at a truck stop and I got a day or two, I can set up a live stream. I'll definitely do more live streams. I like doing this. I like the interaction with everybody that came in and everything like that. But yeah, Chris, I've talked to him plenty of times through YouTube and stuff like that. Never met him in person. We'll run across each other's path at some time, I would assume. But thanks everybody for coming in. Thanks everybody for watching my videos. Like I said, I'm going to have a video coming out every 4 days. There's a video that came out yesterday. If you haven't checked that one out, I think it's number 60. I keep them numbered, kind of like just for me. It's for the channel, but also kind of like keeps them in track for me, so I know where I'm at and everything like that. But it's pretty cool. Like I said, check that video out if you haven't checked it out. I don't got nothing else, I don't think. I think we're going to sign off. So again, thanks everybody for everything. You guys all be safe out there just driving trucks from Melton or forever, wherever you're at, Melton, Maverick, wherever you're driving at, be safe. And I guess I'll see you in a couple of days when my next video comes out. All right. So thanks everybody for coming in. You guys have a good evening. Signing off from Pennsylvania in a hotel waiting on my truck to be fixed. Take it easy.